Treasure Music.
A lot has changed in 2021, so with that being said, it's more than just making music. What kind of content are you putting out? How are you branding yourself in the new year? So some of the things that I kind of talked about previously. I just wanted to make a short video about some of the things that you might be able to do beyond creating just the music. This is mainly going to apply like for producers, but some of the ideas as an artist you may be able to go with as well. If you like videos on music production, more specifically music production gear, apps, maybe even some dialogue like we're about to have right now, then you probably want to hit that subscribe button to my channel. I like to drop new videos each week. Last 2 weeks I dropped 2 app related videos, the Segments FX video and the Digitalism 2000 synthesizer. So this week I figure I would talk about some of the things that you can do beyond just creating music. You know, one of the cool things is with the pandemic that's been around, it's a lot more people had a lot of time to create. And with that being said, you know, I hope a lot of people in 2020 got a chance to at least put out 1, if not 2 albums or more. I was fortunate enough to put out 2 albums, and I did like 3 or 4 beat tapes last year. I got another album coming on the 19th of this month. Shout out to MA, which is going to be the rap to this album. But just talking a little bit about, you know, some of the things that you can do, because like a lot of people that really don't have an online presence, that didn't have an online presence like before this pandemic started, are kind of getting left by the wayside. So, you know, shout out to the guys that are putting out their beats, whether you're uploading like to BeatStars or Airbit, or you're making beat making videos that you upload to Instagram. Same thing for YouTube. But a lot more has changed, you know, not being able to go to beat making events. Now you may have some type of showcases for producers online that, you know, different producer communities might have. But, you know, I doubt that we have any, you know, large beat battles at any venues anytime soon. So with that being said, you know, there's a lot of talented people, and I said it before on a previous video. A lot of guys tend to stay kind of siloed in their own studios. They are talented individuals, as I said, but they don't really put out their content. Your music a lot of times is or could be your content. How are you making your music? How are you making these beats? Even just a small 15-second clip on Instagram can make a difference by using Reels. The algorithm on Instagram seemingly picks up Reels a lot better than just your normal Instagram post. So it's one of the things that I've kind of noticed on some of my videos whenever I post. It seems like Instagram is kind of putting that at the forefront. So little things like that. You don't necessarily have to get into making a full-fledged beat making video that you upload to YouTube. Now that's something that I do because I like to do it, and I've been doing it for quite some time. I encourage you, you know, with that kind of being said, whether you're introverted and you don't like to get in front of a camera, I get that. But then you may have some people that you just don't know how to use any type of video editing software or apps. But, you know, with that kind of being said, you have iMovie on a lot of Apple devices, whether you use iPhone, like in fact I'm recording this on iPhone right now, but I can edit this video using iMovie if I wanted to. If I had nothing else to edit on, I could edit in iMovie. Don't sleep on iMovie as far as being a great video editing app. Now you're going to also have other programs like LumaFusion as well as Final Cut. LumaFusion, I believe, was like $25. It's probably one of the apps that I found closest to Final Cut. I've talked about it on previous videos as well. But then Final Cut, it's been so long since I've had it. I think it's $1.99 if I'm not mistaken. Pretty good. I mean, they're both really good. I like Final Cut and LumaFusion. I will say I've gotten a little more used to using LumaFusion over probably the last 2-3 years. So yeah, I mean, your beat making videos, try that out. You don't even have to talk, but just show people your process. You can watch some of my videos if you want to see, how I make my cuts. A lot of people do their beat making videos differently. Some people use multi-cam editing. I do want to, being that I have the new computer, try more multi-cam editing from different angles. So yeah, definitely recommend learn a video editing app that's gonna allow you to be able to put out more content and just better looking content. A lot of guys just record straight up and throw it up, which is cool if you care about presentation and just about the flow of your video. Make it look a little bit better in line with some of the other content creators on IGTV as well as YouTube. So we talked a little bit about video content. That's one thing you can do in addition to just creating music. Show people how you made your beats. Even if you had a placement maybe with somebody, or you sold the beat to somebody that they made a pretty hot record off of, show how you made that beat on YouTube. I'm just kind of giving you ideas of some of the content that you could drop. Second thing is, I know a lot of you guys also come out with your own sound packs, which is also cool. That's something I never did personally, but this year is something that I want to get into. A lot of other producers talk about how they create their own sound packs, sell them on their website. I'm not going to get to the pricing because I've never done it, as I said before, but it's just another avenue. You never know who might be interested. One of the things about just doing this content is I learned how many people like what I do, not just the videos, but the music that I create. So, that's another reason that I want to put out my sound kits. And I may do a free kit before I start charging for them, but I just kind of want to test the waters in addition to what I'm doing. So look out for that real soon. Most of you probably saw recently I started a podcast and / YouTube show, The Major Music Lounge. Now, again, kind of going back to the guys who might be more introverted. I never liked to get in front of the camera really until last year around this time, which I kind of started putting out videos more on a weekly basis. The reason that I didn't is as weird as it sounds, being a performer, when I got on stage, I don't really see anything out there. I just hear the music and I just kind of go. As far as like talking in front of crowds, it's something that I really didn't get comfortable with until I had to start doing it for my job, and that kind of translated over to YouTube. Before, I had experience doing a podcast. A lot of y'all might know me from the Producer's Corner, which we talked a lot about some of the things that I talk about here on this channel, such as pro audio, audio engineering, music marketing. But at that particular point in time, we wouldn't come on camera. We would just do the radio, just do the podcast, and we would upload it to, whatever platform. Some of the shows are on here, by the way. I wanted to do something a little bit different, kind of start a conversation with other producers and music creators on my channel. For me personally, I still like doing the beat making videos. I still like doing the gear or app or software based videos. Having a conversation with another creator kind of gave my channel something extra that it was missing before. And to be honest with you, from my time doing the Producer's Corner years ago, I think we did the show for about 5 or 6 years, I kind of missed that. So I've been doing the show. I've interviewed the 5th show is coming this week, so it's 5 people that I got a chance to interview, and people are digging the Major Music Lounge. So shout out to anybody that's watched one of those. I say that to say, if you have something that you're passionate about, it could be within music production itself, it could be within, just whatever genre of music that you like to create, whether that's hip hop, if you create pop, you create, rock, alternative, whatever that is. You may want to start your own show or podcast around that topic. Some of you might even be gamers or big into sports or whatever it is you may have outside of music that you can kind of tie into the channel. Like the Major Music Lounge is mainly for producers, but I may have some artists on there. I may have some people that are just big music fans that are somehow connected to the industry on the show. I'm not gonna necessarily limit myself to just producers. If there's a influencer on YouTube or wherever that I think might be good for an interview, I might just have them on the show, but I want to keep it mainly music related. But again, if you have a topic that you might be passionate about, go ahead, start building content around that. You could even create a separate channel. So we talked about a couple of things. One of the things is learning video editing software. Talked about iMovie, Final Cut, and LumaFusion. Also, we talked about creating sound packs. That's an idea that you can use. That's something that I'm looking to do at some point this year, to come out with sound packs. And then the third thing we talked about is, maybe you want to come up with your own podcast or your own show. You see a lot more people are spending time at home for obvious reasons. So, why not? It's also another great way to connect, by the way. I enjoyed doing some of the interviews. Shout out to everybody that's been on the show. But I just wanted to kind of give 3 things that you can possibly do for your own, to kind of supplement the music that you're doing. At the minimum, showing some of the instrumentals that you're working on, and possibly show yourself in a lab creating a beat. That's easy content right there, just besides putting out the instrumentals themselves. One other app that I didn't mention that I used to create my beat videos that I upload to on YouTube is called Wizabelle. You can get it. I'm not sure if they have it as an iPhone app, but I have it actually on my iPad. And it also has the sound wave in the center of the video going across. If you watch some of my beat videos that I uploaded to YouTube and my IGTV, you've seen what I'm talking about. But I think that one was probably like $10. So what I like to do is create my beat video using Wizabelle. I export it, and then I may add a little bit more to it inside of LumaFusion. And one other app I wanted to tell you all about is, I've been getting a lot of questions as far as some of the intro videos that I've done for my channel and for some of the other projects, whether that's a music video or any of my YouTube or IGTV videos that I've dropped recently. But I discovered this app from Henny the Business. Shout out to Henny, who's also another YouTuber. He told us about this Mojo video app, and I like it, especially if you're a content creator, just generally speaking. They have a lot of templates inside of Mojo. It is very easy to use. You can import videos or photos to create other videos for it. I do like just the different types of fonts and the motion graphics that they have for the fonts inside of the Mojo app. Now, it is going to be membership based. They do have a basic version, but it is limited. I have the membership right now, and that's going to be $9.99 a month. You can use it whenever you want to, and then whenever you don't want to use it, just cancel the subscription. It allowed me to start having a little bit better looking titles than I had once before. You can create some good titles as well inside of LumaFusion, but using Mojo, it saves me a lot of time. Mojo allows me to create professional looking videos, whether it's something promotional for an album or a music video, or just an introduction to a YouTube, or even an outro to a YouTube video. So again, it's going to be $9.99 a month for the paid version, or you can simply just use the free version. So I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about a couple of things that I'm using in terms of creating content, and a couple of ideas that I'm having personally as far as just expanding beyond music production. If you found this video interesting, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Let me know you were here. Also follow me on Instagram at d._majormusic. Let me know you're from the channel, and I appreciate everybody's support. And I'm almost at 1,000, so that's pretty cool. Last year, I think when I started, I was around 564. Dropped so much content since a year ago, and I never thought it would take off at the level that it did. So that's why I continue to bring more and more content. And if there's anything you want to see about production, or maybe you want to talk about something else that I'm using on the channel, let me know in the comments. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.